Unexpected MLB teams that almost became champions. Back in September of 2007, the Colorado Rockies were just another team in the National League West, and most people thought their season was basically over because they were sitting in 4th place and barely anyone outside of Colorado was even paying attention to them. On top of this, the Rockies had never really been seen as a baseball powerhouse, and their fans were used to watching the team miss the playoffs year after year, so expectations were not exactly high as the season was winding down. But what happened next is honestly one of the craziest stories in baseball history. You see, the Rockies suddenly caught fire at exactly the right time, and they started winning game after game. So by the time September was ending, they had gone on a ridiculous winning streak that nobody saw coming as they won 11 games in a row and then kept winning. So by the last day of the season, they were tied for the final playoff spot, which forced them into a one-game playoff against the San Diego Padres. And this game was absolutely wild because it went all the way into the 13th inning. And the Rockies ended up winning in dramatic fashion when Matt Holliday slid into home plate. Although to this day, people still argue about whether he actually touched the plate or not. But the way the Rockies kept going after that is what really made their run unforgettable. The thing is, after barely sneaking into the playoffs, the Rockies did not slow down at all, and they just kept dominating. So they swept the Philadelphia Phillies in the first round, and then they swept the Arizona Diamondbacks in the next round, which meant they had won 21 out of their last 22 games, and suddenly this team that nobody believed in was going to the World Series for the first time ever. But what happened when they finally got to the World Series is something that Rockies fans will never forget. As it turns out, the Rockies had to wait 8 days before the World Series started, and while they were waiting, the Boston Red Sox were getting hot and coming off their own dramatic playoff win, so when the games finally began, the Rockies just could not keep up with the Red Sox, and they ended up getting swept in 4 games, which was heartbreaking for their fans, because after such a magical run, it all ended so quickly.